I just wanted to come on and say happy Friday Eve, everybody. We finally made it through another week. For some reason, these weeks seem to be coming and going very fast. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it was just last Friday, about 5 minutes ago. Well, that being said, that's the New World Order. Along with that New World Order, there is a No Kings protest this weekend, and I just want to wish prayers on everyone and encouragement on everyone that chooses to participate and to lay their life on the line for freedom and for what they call democracy. I would say democracy is a very fragile thing, and that's what we're learning slowly but surely. Life itself is a very fragile thing. And when you spread the encouragement of hate, the encouragement of separating people based on how they voted, let's say, for example, you did vote for Kamala Harris, okay? And then let's say afterward you felt like, oh yeah, that was the wrong choice. I'm really liking Trump now. And now I'm wearing a MAGA hat. Are you still a target? It's almost like, according to him and this administration, you are. So you can't divide America up like that. Like who you voted for. It's divided by the principles that you believe in. Life is divided by the principles that you believe in. And some of those principles are religious in nature. And some of those principles are just embedded through generations. But whatever those principles are, you choose to adopt those principles. And that's what makes you who you are. And whether you feel like at that point in time in your life that a Democrat named Kamala Harris represented those principles more than Donald Trump, then you voted. But like I always say, once you vote for the president, if or whatever candidate, and that candidate does not win, you still pray for that president. And a lot of my family disagrees with me because they're like, F Donald Trump. But I'm like, I'm on the type of time where I feel like I really think that praying for him at this point would be a good option. I would be more involved, if I could, with representing my presence when there comes an opportunity to protest, so that you see there is some emotion behind the request. I don't condone any political violence. I think that's stupid. I don't know why I think it's fucking stupid. Why the fuck would you kill someone because they are part of a party? Like, you only have two parties, dude. It's not like you got 20 damn parties and then people got a choice of 20 damn parties and there's one party you mad at and you always trying to go after them. No, it's only two. Come on, 50% of the people in the country potentially could vote for a side of politics that you don't fucking agree with. But then what? You need to adopt the spirit of, okay, I lost. How can you play a game, any sports, and not learn how to lose? When you lose a game, in the sports I've played personally, so I've done cheerleading, I've done track and field, I've done gymnastics. I've done several competitive ballet. I've done several sports before. And every one of them that I had participated in had a way of congratulating the winner. I mean, the loser. I'm sorry. I would be the winner. Okay, let's say. And then I would be able to congratulate the loser. I would go on and I would spend my time doing me and making myself relevant enough to win again. I would never talk about my opponent. I would never spend a dime of air talking about my opponent, because now this is my time. The people have chose me. I'm going to show them everything that I'm doing. I'm never going to mention the opponent. And I'm going to take their feedback and change things as I go along. Because you know what? When you win, sometimes you do become powerful. Now, I've never been as powerful as Donald Trump, but I have experienced a little power in my life. And I would say with great power comes great responsibility. When you have that much power, you have to be responsible enough to rein it in when necessary, because if you keep it pushed out at full blast, eventually it's going to boomerang back to you. That's all I'm saying. It may or may not happen in the situation. I'm just saying it's happened in the past to me, and that's why I choose to be, more of a person that's empathetic, about the people around me. I don't want to live my life as a political party. I live my life as a human that voted for someone that I thought was aligned with my human values. And that, I'm sorry, was not Donald Trump. I loved Donald Trump in The Apprentice. That was my guy. My guy. Okay? But at the end of the day, The Apprentice is over. He's like 111 now. He looks so much different then. I was still like thinking, oh, Donald back then. Now I'm like, oh, Donald. You need to just go and golf and then lay down and give this situation to someone else, because this is going to age you very fast. And I no shade. I'm just saying, this is my observation. That's what I do. I'm a social observer. I have a degree in business administration. I have over 30 years of marketing experience. I have an unfinished degree in psychology, and coupled with other certifications, I basically have almost a doctorate. And I give my opinions based on what I observe. And sometimes it's a different angle than others observe. So, at the end of the day, my observation, your thoughts.